for the next segment. What do you say?
I have watched television an awful lot. Country shows, documentaries, specials, and I swear this man's only 90% of it. So I think you are.
Oh,
And they've got Donna interviewing him. I think you have
I've done a
Don
lot of
here
those
is
live
definitely,
at times.
good choice. Three great choices.
Well,
Yeah.
they got it.
Well, you know what they say about every great
Somebody.
man behind him, there's a great woman, you know, and for every one of those great stars that's out there, there's some great players that have helped.
You were with Kitty Wells when I met you.
That's exactly right.
That have helped mold and push.
He was with Pee Wee
and
King
wow.
when I met him.
Yeah, that's what we was just talking about. Those. That's
I
right
was
now.
with the Wilburn
I
boys.
remember the first time. Scotty says he remembers seeing me the first time, and I've got pictures at home. I didn't bring them of me playing that little Fender 400 with Ray Price.
Yeah.
And
It was in St. Louis.
Scotty was there. It was in St. Louis.
Yeah.
I've got a shot of Jimmy Day and Buddy Emmons. I was with Pee Wee King, and I was playing one of those Miller custom guitars. And it was chrome, and the band around it was metal, and it was that wide. The guitar weighed over 100 pounds, and it had chains underneath it. And it had coat hangers, and it had brass washers and lock nuts and stuff. I mean, it was every time you...
Industrial.
If it got quiet, you could just, every time you mashed pedal, you hear a clangety clank and chains are slapping the bottom of the guitar. And playing this big show, and Ray Price is going to be on this show. We're playing that Midwest stuff out there with Hap Peebles. You remember the Hap Peebles
Oh,
tour?
yeah,
All through
yeah.
the Midwest. All right. At long last, I'm going to get a chance to see Buddy Emmons and Jimmy Day. I've heard that they're both playing for Ray Price. One, they're just swapping. One will play bass, another will play steel, and then they'll swap. And we opened the show, and I was sitting there doing my thing, and all of a sudden I just felt just something. I'm uneasy. And I looked over here at one end of the stage, and there stood Jimmy Day with his hands in his pocket just looking at us.
Yeah, I see his shoulder.
Yeah, shoulders all humped over. And I looked at the other end of the stage, and I knew it. I'd never seen either one of them before in my life. But I knew that was Jimmy Day, and on the other end, stuck his head around the curtain, was Buddy Emmons. Well, it scared me so bad that foot got to go on that volume control. I couldn't stop it.
Sound like automatic vibrato.
Yeah. I said, oh, God. Well, after I got over being scared, I got so damn mad. About the first thing I told him, I said, well, I know I can't outplay y'all, but I said, I can whip both of you son of bitches right now. I told them that. And they, of course, they knew, you know, what's going on. And they just laughed right in my damn face. Oh, man, you sound good. Don't worry about it and all that stuff.
It was about 1970, 71. There was a garage that Mr. Acuff owned behind Showbud
You're
on
talking
Broadway.
about, Julian Thorpe was involved in that way or something or another. He was listening to Julian. It was Roy Acuff's garage.
That's right.
At one of the DJ conventions, yeah. And, you know, I got in trouble over that. I don't know if you know that or not.
No.
Yes, I did. I'd produced an album on Julian called Jet Age. And it wasn't even out yet. And Tommy, you know, I remember I snuck you a copy
That's
of
right.
one of the
And I
tunes.
got up and played.
And he got up and tuned, and Julian heard one of his tunes off the album. The album wasn't even out yet.
Oh, way to go, Doc.
He come over to me, you know, and he said, "What's going on here?" And I said, "Oh, come on, man, let's have fun. Don't we're setting you up, you know." But I never gave it a thought, you know. And steel guitar albums is not like, you know, a Ray Price album where you try, you know, set something before the release day. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
But in this case, we was all around steel players. And Tommy wanted to do it because he, you know, admired Julian's.
No, I did.
And,
Yeah, but he's at the root of a lot of trouble. That's trouble right there.
Ask anybody that knows, and they'll tell you that's the
T
truth.
for trouble.
T for trouble.
Sometime when we have lots of time, you're going to have to tell me about it.
Well,
I don't know that
we'll
side
get
of
into
it.
some of it today.
You know, talking about Pee Wee King, and you may know this, you may not. In 74, or about 74, I was 14, and Pee Wee was playing around Louisville some again.
Yeah.
And he called me, and I got to go play with him that summer.
Great.
Played a bunch of
14
gigs
years
around.
old.
So it's funny that us being both from Louisville.
How we getting tied together more and more. That's what I've always seen about the steel guitar and the players. We're always
we're
on a
linked
separate
together.
gig
Well, that's it. Kind of a
and
big
not getting to
family.
spend the time together. But our backgrounds and our wishes and our wants are so much alike. in some
They really
cases.
are.
And we usually are not jealous of another player, even if he plays something we can't play.
Well, I don't
It's
know-
just like,
I don't know about that.
well, you wouldn't, but I do.
I'm pretty jealous of it. No.
No, I'm just talking that, I have not seen the jealousy with the steel players that I've seen with drummers and guitar players and stuff. Maybe it's because they're just about as forth as many of us.
Well, I think we're all trying to serve the same purpose and reach the same goal, and that's keep this instrument alive. And,
Bingo.
Yeah, that's
Bingo.
tough. That's tough. Think about this. Leon McAuliffe, Jared Bird, Little Roy Wiggins, Don Helms, Buddy Emmons, Jimmy Day. Every one of them was in their teens when they were setting the world on fire.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, the instrument was pretty much in its
Yeah, they're
infancy.
just
and
teenager. Stu, what about you? Teenager?
Well,
Yeah.
I started when I was 11 playing Hawaiian music. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody,
I heard you in there doing that.
everybody went to mine was Honolulu Conservatory, but it was in Denver, Colorado. Okay, but the old Oahu,
Yeah, Wahoo.
and it was original tablature where they'd have 6 lines, and each line represented a string, and then they'd put the numbers of the frets and the strings, and I was 11 when I started that.
Yeah, Don, what about you?
I listened to the Grand Ole Opry a lot back then, and Oz, and Cousin Jody, and those people.
What old were you?
Oh, I was 11, 12. Then I heard some Bob Wills records, and he said, "Take it away, Leon." And I said, "Whatever that is, he's taking away. That's what I'm going to do."
yeah.
And I set out to learn how to do whatever he was doing.
Well, what you appreciate about a steel player, you take Little Roy Wiggins, remember the ting-a-ling he's famous for? He wouldn't hesitate a minute to tell you, well, I picked that up off of Basford Brother Oswald.
Yeah.
Oswald was doing it
On the
first.
dobro.
Nobody ever tried to pick up something from somebody and then try to claim it as their own.
That's
later.
right.
That lick was used to keep the tone going, because that was before you used the foot volume pedal
Yeah.
to
Well, that's good
express,
to know. Yeah.
To keep it from dying out, you keep tingling. I use Durl to keep
Yeah.
to hold that string out there.
I'm more of a Darryl man,
Darryl.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way. When I first heard